All right. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I had to reset my computer earlier, and it does this weird thing with OBS. When I reset my computer, it resets the audio stuff. So, sorry. I didn't realize it was doing that. Silly me. I apologize. I'm over here ranting and talking. Can't hear me. Anyway, hi, welcome. How's everybody's Monday going? It's what I get. Yeah, Team Rocket went and stole my audio after I updated my computer. But no, it does it every time I update my computer. Like, the audio just decides to fall back on whatever random default that it's at. And then I'm just sitting here like, derp to derp. But yeah, we are squawking today. Finally got enough cards together to make it. I don't know if you can tell on here too much. You can kind of tell. There's a texturing there for the bush. Busy! Yeah. Good way or bad way? Good way? Maybe. But yeah, I've had a good day. For a Monday, surprisingly. Not much happened here. I did work. Some other things, and made a yummy meal with some leftover ham from Friendsgiving that we did. / holiday party. Which, tell me if I'm crazy. Always good to be busy. Oh yeah. I know y'all been busy. I know Spree was out of town, and then y'all had, it was mail day. Which I got all those fun emails, like pop, 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 pop. Like, yes, mail. And it's funny, it cracks me up because it always says, it'll be there by Thursday. And I'm like, yeah, I'll wait for that. I'm going to probably end up getting that on, like, Friday or Saturday. Because for whatever reason, like, the mail for us, in my area, it's really weird. I'm pretty sure our particular post office is slacking. I mean, I did have to go. I waited, because I had a feeling when I got my last, like, Spree mail that it got stuck in the wrong mailbox. So, like, I waited to see if, like, maybe a neighbor would open their mailbox and then, like, bring it to me or something. And instead, nothing happened. So I had to go to the post office and was like, hey, yo, I'm missing my package. I'm pretty sure it's just in a wrong mailbox, but I would like my package, please. Ooh, pot roast. Mike doesn't like pot roast. He doesn't like the whole tender meat thing for it. I haven't had pot roast in forever. But no, I had leftover ham. Tell me if I'm crazy on this, okay? I like to do this thing where, like, leftover ham, I pan fry it. And by fry, I mean I just stick it in the pan and, like, let it cook on one side and let it cook on the other side. And then there's this thing my mom would do where she would take ham, whether it was sandwich meat ham or leftover ham, fry it like that, and then on an oven sheet, put it down, put either mashed potatoes first and then peas and then cheese on top, or peas, mashed potatoes, and then cheese. And then throw it in the oven for a little bit, because you're not cooking it per se, you're just kind of sitting there letting the cheese melt. And that's what I had, and it was absolutely delicious. I will say, as I'm getting older, I prefer it with leftover ham versus ham sandwich meat. I can't really do processed sandwich meat as often anymore. I don't know if it's a texture thing, taste thing. Okay. We have those textured. Now we can cut things. I'm so glad you were able to get it Sucks you had to do all of... I know! Like I said, I was waiting on, like, seeing, like, maybe if my neighbor... Because my neighbors are pretty good, like, if you have somebody else's mail, they'll, like, bring it to you or you go take it to them in my neighborhood. But nothing happened. So, finally I had to go and be like, yo, can I have my stuff? And luckily, I think what did happen was it was indeed in the wrong mailbox. Because I went and picked up my mail, and it was suddenly in the correct mailbox. So, I would rather it be in the wrong mailbox than completely lost, because I've had that happen. That sucked. That was with different mail. But post office shenanigans aside, I hope Spree had a good little trip. He went to Houston or Austin? Can't remember. And it was for like a Collecticon type thing. It sounded like he was going to like a small convention of sorts. Also, hi Anne, hi Patchy. Yeah, Nostalgicon. Oh, Nostalgicon, that's what it was. From the card shop he used to work at. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. I think I've heard of Nostalgicon. I hope it went well. I haven't gone to a convention since July. And that's intentional. Me and my husband do this thing where, like, before we were like doing like almost 4 cons a year, but like we've been really trying to be better about our finances, and also the fact that like we want to buckle down and try and save more diligently for like a trip to Japan. So we've reduced the amount of times that we go to a con. There's too many damn lanes for traffic. Oh no, Patchy, drive safe. Oh no, yeah, hey, Houston. I haven't been to Houston. I've been to Dallas, Fort Worth area, because I had family that used to live over there. I'm pretty sure I have some that still live there. I thought I-10 in Florida was scary or just, you know, boring and stuff. Nah, I-10 in Texas is scary, especially when you hit like the 4 to 5 lanes, like plus lanes, because then like you're sandwiched in between like these ginormous trucks, and I don't mean like people compensating. Teehee. I mean the 18 rigs and stuff. I'm 18 wheel rigs. I'm just like, I don't want to be next to these guys. They're too big and scary. And the swagging through the lanes. No. Yeah, no, I don't like it. Like, shoot, 75 here in Florida is bad enough. I kid you not, for some reason, every time I drive through Houston, the highway is on fire. Bro, I remember there was one year that me and my friends, we were driving down to Tampa, and it was raining. Like, it's one or two things. You're either going to get, like, absolute sunshine and clear skies while you're driving down there, or it's going to be thunderstorming and just, like, the heavens have opened up. This particular day, the heavens had just opened up, and it was storming outside. Like, there were parts where, like, it was just lightning was popping, or if it was just, like, really heavy rain. And we got to a part that was getting close to Tampa, or part of Tampa, and we're driving along, it's raining, and traffic slows down. We're like, oh, I guess somebody, you know, crashed because of rain. We got to slow down. And then as we're getting closer and stuff to, like, where the major part of the, like, slowdown is, we start seeing smoke, and it's not like, oh, you know, cloud smoke. No, it's it's something is on fire smoke, and indeed something was very much on fire. We got close enough finally to the traffic, and it's a minivan that is fully involved, just like on fire in the middle of the rain. Luckily the occupants had gotten out, so I can confirm that nobody was hurt as far as I'm aware, because we saw them out. But boy howdy, that poor van. And at this point, every year we go down to this con, whether we're taking back roads for whatever reason or we're taking 75, like something always happens. And I don't mean to us, I mean like we're always seeing that something has happened. Like, ooh, here's a good one, because actually there was a video of it on TikTok for a while. We were driving back up north from Tampa. So we're northbound on I-75, and the southbound lane is backed up. And we're going, I wonder why it's backed up. We get far enough along, and like we get to one of like the overpass bridges and look over there, and a semi that was carrying a wide load slash like heavy load, and it was like a giant concrete cylinder. And for whatever reason, I guess somebody was not doing their job that day and did not pay attention to the height of the bridge, because the concrete cylinder had crashed into the bridge, essentially. So that was interesting, and also my brain went, oh, thank God we're not going that way. I'm gonna do like 2 more of these, and this should be good. But yeah, 75 is wild, y'all. And I believe I-10 is bipolar. I'm very tempted to find the I-10 wreck. They've been working on I-10 in San Antonio. Not I-10, this I-75. I've been working on the I-10 in San Antonio. Feels like, oh my God, that's how I feel about 75 down towards, like, if you're going south down 75. There's always some part of it that is, like, always under construction of some kind. I think the one I was, like, the most happy they were finished working on was the intersection on 75 between, it's a junction between 75 and I-4, and it's an intersplit over near Inverness, and that area, before they fixed it up, was like, you were bound to end up in like a traffic jam of some kind because somebody decided they needed to quickly like jump lanes to get into one of either, so there was always an accident in that area. But yeah, 75's like the same way. Like, there's always something. I've been away from San Antonio 15 years, and when I got back, they were still working. Like, you go back and you're like, surely they're done, and nope, okay. Alright. Shout out to our sacrifice cards for the day. Vulpix, Sandygast, Tauros, Togepi, Blitzel, Waxley, Yamask. Alright, so let's see how many we want to do on each layer, and then we'll paint the insides here so we can cover up, and then we'll decide from there. Alright, so we have our base layer. We're going to do at least one here. And then we're going to do at least one in between these two. I want to do maybe like 2 between this one. And then another 2 between this one. I feel like that's a good way to go. Oh, got a little bit of glue here. I attempted to glue down the Squawkabilly at one point, but it wasn't working out, so I have to like rearrange that somehow. Okay, so mock-up. This is just a base to glue down the actual squawk there. And I might get some gray instead of black to color this in. It doesn't really pop too well on the... What should I do? I might do like... one more here. Yeah, it's a little bit better. There's a very small layer here that I'm probably gonna... Yeah, buddy. Okay. I have an idea. I have ideas now. Okay. 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 I need gray, because I'm going to use gray for the to paint the Squawkabilly on the background, and then black is for the rest of the stuff. So, give me a second. I guess it could be worse. Like in Corpus Christi, the bridge they spent all that money on turned out to be not to be structurally sound, and so they're engineering at its finest, in that it's not that fine. There used to be this show, I want to say on either the Science Channel, History Channel, or Discovery Channel. I don't remember which one it was. I'm pretty sure it was like Science Channel for the longest time, where it was like engineering disasters, where something happened with a building or with during a construction of like a large structure, and something terribly happened, or something terribly wrong happened, whether it's because of the engineering of the structure or the process of the building went wrong. And I absolutely loved that series. Still do. I'll occasionally go back and watch reruns, like when I get like the hankering once in a while. There was one where, I'm trying to think here. It wasn't anything with the structure of the building they were building. It was a crane they were using called Big Blue. I don't remember what the building was, unfortunately. But the construction they were doing was fine. Building was coming together, and then they were lifting up a piece of the building using the crane called Big Blue. And, excuse me, as they're going along, you hear this, like, sound of like metal snapping, and it's huge, like a big old sound. It's just like a popping, and they're like, what was that? like a person filming and then like people on the ground that are monitoring and whatnot. They're like, what was that? And then they see the crane starting to like tilt and come to find out that there's a connection between like the base of the crane and the arm of the crane that has like this like giant bolt and like horseshoe like type connection. And oh no, did we use up all of our black finally? That basically snapped and had collapsed, and I think it fell on the building, so it damaged it, so they had to fix that. No! Shoot. Shoot. Oh no. No. Hang on, I made a mess. The hazards of painting. Luckily, acrylic comes off fairly easy on clothing and fabric if you get it just in time. And I'm probably gonna have to get like a tide removal pad to clean it off. Well, Monday was going uneventfully. You say was, did it change? I mean, it changed for me in that I have to clean up this mess I made. If you're not making a mess, you're not doing art right. Yeah, I should be able to get this up once I get like a pen or something to clean it off with. But I got the majority of the mess up, so. That thing just like, it just went blip and like went everywhere. Needless to say, that paint is done now. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, now everything's ruined. Alright, we've cleaned that up for the most part. We're good. I need my paintbrush. My nose. Ooh, can I cheat this like last time? I need that bigger one like last time. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you ain't doing art right, you ain't making a mess. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, engineering disasters, yeah. So the crane collapsed, and yeah, that's one that I vividly remember. I'm sure there was other ones where it was like actual engineering of said structure failed and caused the structure of the building and or thing to collapse. There was one for a bridge that like, oh, I remember. I think they were building, it's either in Gainesville or Miami. I want to say Miami. They were building a bridge and it collapsed over the freeway, and I think it killed like 1 or 2 people. I don't remember. I'd have to check that part. But oddly enough, the company that was building that bridge, they actually built a bridge here in my hometown, and so like they had to like shut down that bridge because it's like a pedestrian bridge. But they shut down that bridge so they could like have it like checked and make sure that that particular bridge was like, you know, structurally sound and safe, and it was. But yeah, that's another example. Oh yeah, the highway's a nightmare. Let's be for real, I think every highway in the United States is an absolute nightmare, and partially it's design on how they set up these highways, but majority, let's be honest, the majority of it is the drivers. Drivers be crazy, yo. Because I can tell you right now, like, we drove briefly in, like, New York. Well, not New York proper. Well, yes, New York proper. New York proper was just annoying. But, like, the highways around New York were scary. Because, like, if you weren't going, like, 90 plus miles an hour, then, like, get the F out the way. And going into the bridges, or going, not into the bridges, but, like, into the, like, the underground tunnels and stuff, like, you're driving into them with, like, Queens and whatnot, that was scary. Because, like, you don't realize just how confined you are until, like, you get into, like, something like that. Because I've never been more anxious on a drive than when we went to New York. It also didn't help that it had snowed and we did not have snow tires, so the idea of possibly losing traction was terrible. Kunai, can you not lick the pillow? She's over there licking the pillow and I can hear it with her, like, her tongue scratching over the fabric. But yeah, highways aside, hope everyone's doing well during this chaotic month. Did anybody get their Christmas shopping done? I did, for once. I got it done in a timely manner. Like, I don't have to worry about last minute gifts unless it's just little random extra stuff I decide to get because I can. Because me and my family, and I mean, like, my side of the family, for Christmas we do Secret Santa. So that way we can, like, reduce the stress on people and, like, what to get everybody. And the whole humbug of, like, what do you want? Give me a list. Instead, it's you get the one person, you look at their list, and you choose something within our set budget. And I'm not saying who I got, even though I could technically say who I got. No. I can't actually say who I got. I won't because I don't know if Mike's listening and I don't think he wants to know yet. But the person I got already knows I have them because I ended up sending them the gift. So. We had a pretty good Saturday. Finally got the Fanfi IR. Aww! And Eladio's IR from the same ETB. There you go. 2-in-1 chase is complete. Gotta love that. Also got to open 4 packs. Ooh. Did you get anything good out of the evolutions? I don't remember when everyone was like, they were hyped for evolution, and then after a while, people were like, ew, evolutions, and now it's back to everyone being hyped for evolutions. Make up your mind, people. Here we go. Venusaur EX, nice. Pidgeot EX, nice. The secret rare Executor. That was always fun to get. Oh, and Surfing Pikachu, nice. Those are fun to get. I would say I'm surprised that like the secret rare executor isn't worth as much, but then again, like that one's actually more common to pull than other stuff, so yeah. And the surfing Pikachu's always fun to get. I thought it was really clever that when Celebrations came out, they did like a jumbo version or VMAX version of surfing and flying Pikachu. Excuse me. Because, like, I thought that was really cute. Granted, it was very common to pull, but still. I've been injured. I'm wounded. Okay, I've kind of gotten that brush cleaned off, so I'll get it properly cleaned off a little bit later. So happy acrylic dries quickly enough. Alright, putting these aside. Meg! Alright, so we're gonna do gray for this one, because black I think would be just a little too dark for this. Oh yeah, I forgot I broke that. I popped the lid off on my gray by accident. That's okay, it still pops on, it's just, it doesn't fold up. What was it? Oh, my sister sent me like a quick video clip of what she was doing the other night, and she was watching Ace Ventura 2, and we used to watch that all the time as kids. Probably shouldn't have, but we did anyway. So that was nostalgic, because like I just remember us like my favorite scene was when he's. Oh, yeah, no problem. Hey, Stormy. Hey, Prince. Welcome in. Prince Hal. It must be getting late where you are. It has to be close to at least midnight. 2 weeks until I give my. Yay! I'm so excited. Oh, it's very late. Bless you for getting on this late. Thank you. I'm also excited. You gotta let me like know how she likes it and everything. I always like some good feedback. I did get a few new coins for our coin painting stuff later on. One of them's a repeat, and another one is not Pachirisu. It's the other electric rat, because you know there's tons of them. Palmy. I got Palmy. I got a Palmy coin. There you go. How come every generation they have to come out with a electric rat rendition? I will say Morpeko was my favorite. Wrapped them today plus the Bidoof sketch. Nah. Just got the toddler down, so time to clean up a bit before I start drawing. Good job, Stormy. Right on. I need to start. I wanted to get like a Christmas thing drawn out too, like, so I think before I send this off, I'll get that done as well. Because like I was honestly spending like a lot of time trying to get my knitting done, and I finished it finally. So I got that done, which was very nice. My fingers hurt though, but I did it. I finished my knitting, and it came out so nice. It's very soft. Bidoofery. Meh. Pokemon trying to see if any other electric mouse can upuse their Pikachu. I don't think they're going to succeed. Don't get me wrong, some of the electric mice are really cute, but I don't think they're going to succeed. I think they finally embraced the Eevee as a secondary mascot, which I know that kind of took a while, but because let's be for real, it's between the legendaries, Charizard, Pikachu, and Eevee, and I want to say there's like one more. Oh, Bidoof. That's another one. Like randomly, they caught on to that meme so hard for some reason, which, you know what, good branding. Yeah, what are you drawing, Story? My toddler saw a Pikachu during Bo's stream on Saturday, then ran upstairs to grab the 10 with the Pikachu coin in it. Aww. Working on the gym leader trainer card for Cat. Aw. Good luck, Stormy. I know you got this. Oh, Stormy, are you, what pens are you using for your outlines? I am doing this card for Spree, Prince Hal. It got requested that I make a Squawk 3D and was offered bulk squawks, and I gladly accepted. So yeah, this one's gonna go out to Spree and stuff once it's completed. It's a semi-Christmas present because I'm pretty sure he knows about it, so there's no gonna be surprise to it per se, other than like actually seeing it in person. I don't always color the background character here, but this one's pretty predominant in this particular artwork, so I am gonna do it this time. Okay, now we're gonna let that dry. Oh, repeat what pens are you using for the outlines on your artworks? I know you told me before, Stormy. I don't remember which ones you said you were using. Looking forward to seeing the end result. I showed my daughter your 3D card, and now she wants to do one. Do it! Do one with her! It's so much fun! Like, help her make one. It's so much fun. Like, she can do any card she wants. Like, I would recommend, like, an easy one where, like, it doesn't have as much detail in the background and, like, the character is very predominant. Like a Togepi here. Like, if you did one like this would be very simple. Because you can see it doesn't have a whole lot of detail, per se. Or Sandygast is another good one. Pentel gel. Oh, okay, cool. Got it. Thanks, Stormy. I couldn't remember which ones you used. But those are examples, Hal. Definitely do one. Shoot, you can even do a trainer card. Like, any trainer card, honestly. Whatever is catching her eye and she's like, I want to do that. And of course I say do it with her because, like, I don't know how you feel about her handling sharp pointy objects like the X-Acto knives and stuff, so. Yeah, hollows, I put your recommended. I'm not gonna lie, Stormy, I'm very tempted to get you some. And, like, if you end up getting 2 for this holiday season, I think you'll be good. Sounds good. She is far more crafty than me. I have no worries. Okay, cool. But yeah, I encourage her to do it. It's a lot of fun. I saw JM did one. His came out really cute. I liked it. That was a good one to pick too, the Chansey. Careful of hollows. They're said to be rough on the blades. Yeah, the hollows are rough on the blades, and also, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is with. I think it's a type of, like, hollow paper that they use, the paper they use to create the hollows. When you cut out, the characters or whatever, like the edges chip, for a better lack of a better term, and so then, like, the hollow bleeds through, and it can be, like, really hard to work with. I don't personally care to do hollows. I mean, I'll do the reverse hollow stuff because that's not as bad, but, like, straight hollow, I'm not very good at it. I was tempted to do the hollow, what you call it, Chimpao, but yeah, Chimpao, but I didn't get enough of it, so I let that go. Oh, and if anyone's curious about the type of glue I use, I personally use Elmer's all-purpose Elmer's glue, because I find that it's a little bit more forgiving if I make a mess and I can peel things apart before it sets. One person that I know that does, I don't know them personally per se, but I know of them that does 3D cards, and they're a little bit better than I am at it because they kind of actually do it professionally. She does super glue, and my brain just goes, nope, can't do that. Because I will mess up everything in a heartbeat and then have to remake everything if I ever used super glue like that. Which Chimpao I can see in bulk? It's from the most recent set. I think it's from the Surging Sparks set. I wanted to do that one. I have, as soon as I'm done getting glue on this and while we wait for it to dry, I'll show like what it's like to cut into the hollow cards, because those are interesting. And I'll show you why I'm kind of like about, outside of them, you know, damaging the blades. I wouldn't say damaging, but like it dulls the blades faster. But I'll show you what I mean by like how it chips. I'll have to hide the mountain of bulk I already have. Prince, how you can tell your wife you need to rip packs to get bulk for your honey, you know, you don't understand. I need them. It's 3D cards. It's for 3D cards. Granted, I do go through my bulk and use, like, these are all bulks right here. And I use them mostly for the stuff. The filler. Okay, let me grab a hollow card here that I can sacrifice. I will sacrifice El Creamy here. Watch me actually do a good one here. I'm gonna be so mad. I will use this blade since I need to replace it anyway with a new one. This one is getting dull. You need like 8 or 10 for a 3D card plus filler. Yeah. Yeah, JM's came out really nice. Like, it was super cute. But yeah, as the actual card, I typically like to have 8 to 10. And then like 1 or 2 for the reverse hollows just in case. Usually I can do 1 and I'm fine. And then filler is whatever bulk I have personally that I use, so I'm not really worried about bulk. I have plenty of bulk, no worry. Alright, so this is why hollow is tricky to work with. Let me do... I'm gonna be so mad if I actually do good on this. And I'm gonna try and go at my normal pace so I'm not like, you know, just rushing it, because that would be like super obvious. Because I do like a poke method for my stuff, because I've just found that that works best. Like I said, I'm gonna be so mad if this comes out really nice. I will say the poke method works really well when you have rounded edges like this on a character. Of like, some common cards are too common. For real. Oh no, Alcremie's so good. I did a Alcremie 3D card some time ago. I think I sent that to spree. I can't remember. And he gave it away. Or do I still have it? I might actually have my other one. Again, like I said, I'm gonna be so mad if this actually comes out better than I thought. I'm just gonna change the whole game for myself and be like, well, I guess I have to do a hollow one. Also, I can say the hollows tend to scratch a little bit more easier. That's another thing. We're not worried about that part. That's just that top part. Okay. We have all creamy here. I'm mad now. It actually came out good. Well, you can kind of tell the edges. I don't know if you can or not. It's... Yeah. I think I just contradicted myself. Y'all, I just contradicted myself. Watching Horizons made me fall in love with her. Oh, yeah. No, her... Oh, pretty adorable. It's all that practice on regular cards. That has to be what it is. Well, shoot. Anyway, never mind. Ignore me. Blah. Well, now I do have to do a hollow card. I think what I'll end up doing is, like, it's the reverse hollows that are, I think, are more of an issue, possibly. I could be very wrong. I don't know. I'm just contradicting myself here. Alright, so. We're going to start assembling now. Because... Well, first, hang on. Okay, so I wanted to do, I think, 2 on this one. 2 on this one. Sorry, I'm assembling here, trying to... No. No. 2 here, 1 in the back. That's what it was. Oh, did I not do it enough? think. Well, it's better with each cut or hollow gets better. Oh, I know. Always goes well when you don't want it to. If for real. You're like, I'm gonna prove a point, and point goes out the window. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna get glued on last. Or no, I had an extra. I'm so silly. Okay, there was an extra. Okay. Okay. Guys, I swear I know what I'm doing. I do good craft. But yeah, I have done a 3D Alchemy. I did the one where it's in front of like the shop. I want to say it's from Brilliant Stars. Is that version? It's either that or Fusion Strike. I want to say it was Brilliant Stars. I want to do the Dosh Bun one next because that one's just stupidly cute. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay! But yeah. Outside of my absolute brain farts and craft brain, how is everyone going? Yo, Florida can't make up its mind on how cold it wants to be. It was cold for like the past 2 weeks. And then it warmed up. Like today was very warm, and I think tomorrow's gonna be warm, and then it drops right back down to being cold. And by warm, I mean it was in the 70s, so that's comfortably warm for us. And by cold, I mean 50s and 40s. Granted, we do have like some like small, like a little bit of rain and stuff coming in, so I think that's, you know, plays a factor, you know? Eh. Y'all saw that? It jumped out at me, attacked me. Yeah, it got in the high 70s today, then tomorrow it'll drop back. Yeah, that's what it's doing here too. It's not even technically winter yet, is it? Because winter starts in January? 41? Oof! Oof, Prince, you can keep that. No, you can keep that. December 21st. Okay, thank you. I couldn't remember if it started in January. Thank you, Prince. See, I don't. Florida doesn't do like winter. Like we don't have winter season. We have hurricane season, summer, light summer, and then it's cold. 'Cause I tell you what, hurricane season's been ending later and later. Like we had a few storms popping up like pretty late into November, surprisingly enough. None of them were coming close to the US at that point, luckily. We had like two that went like near back to back, and then like one that was like possibly gonna try and hit, but it never did, so. A lot of fish storms though this year, and by fish storms I mean ones that just like they formed, petered out into like the Atlantic and just puddled around there. It did hit a few islands, I will say that. But otherwise they were just there. They never hit anything, did anything major. It's like 5 minutes here. Winter is basically 5 long. Yeah. Patchy, Texas and Florida have a very similar. It's that coastal weather, you know. Unless you're inland Texas and closer up to the north, in which case, It has snowed here in Florida a handful of times, but it's that snow that like it just falls, but nothing happens after that. I will say it is rather whimsical though. And no, we cannot drive in it. We're terrible. It snows and all of a sudden we're all like, oh my god! Mind you, that's North Florida. Like other parts of Florida, it just gets colder. And then poor Miami has to put out the falling iguana warnings. Because yes, that is a thing. In South Florida, they have iguana warnings for like if it's cold enough, they have to like warn people to like be aware that iguanas will fall out of the trees. So they have to like keep an eye out for that. Because if you get hit in the head with a 50-pound iguana, it's gonna hurt. And that is a thing, Prince. If you're still listening, we have iguana warnings here. Well, not here where I am, but like down in South Florida. Florida be wild, yo. Let's be for real, we are the Australia of the United States. Speaking of Australia, while we're getting cold, they're getting warmer. And that always threw me for a loop, and I just like, I don't know what it was, but my brain didn't register the fact that like, oh yeah, Australia gets warm while we're getting cold. And then vice versa, right? We're burning alive. They're like, it's cold! And suddenly the backwards jokes make more sense. Alright, speaking of jokes making sense. That one still gets me. Oh, I know. We actually experienced it. I went down to Fort Lauderdale because we were attending a friend's wedding they had down there. And it wasn't winter anymore, but it still had like periods of cold, and we had gone down when they had like a small little cold snap hit. Like it wasn't bad, but it was definitely enough that they put out the warning like, hey, just, you know, reminder, it's you're gonna probably see some iguanas, just watch out. And up until that point I hadn't seen any iguanas, at least wild ones. So we were leaving the hotel the next morning after like it kind of got cold that night. And as we're driving out, I had to like stop Mike from like driving forward. And I'm like, stop. And he's like, what? And I'm like, iguana. And there's like this very, very poor iguana in the middle of the road who's just like trying to move. And the poor thing was so cold. And luckily the fall doesn't kill them, but they sure as heck aren't happy. And they're so slow and just like, But we drove around it and went about our day. I'm trying to think what the most wild thing here in North Florida would be. Black bears? Yeah, black bears. Black bears, maybe a Florida panther, but that's very rare and far and few between. I know this song is supposed to be like a Pokemon song, but for whatever reason, it reminds me of like a Steven Universe song. I think it's a chorus in it reminds me of a song from Steven Universe, which is where I'm just like, oh, that's crazy. I'll tell my family about that tomorrow. Yeah, go get some sleep, Prince Al. Enjoy. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Cheers. Good night. All right, let's do that. Have a good sleep. Yeah, I think North Florida is just black bears. And coyotes. Black bears and coyotes, that's our thing. But I think coyotes are very common, like, in the southern states regardless. Well, I wouldn't say southern. I think they're everywhere at this point. You want to talk about a successful animal. I will say, walking out your door and then seeing a trash panda just randomly leave your trash bins is, I wouldn't say uncommon, but it's definitely a surprise. And also a possum. Like, they're this weird mix of being cute and ugly all at the same time. Trying to squish these down a little bit here. I want to attach this one next, but I need the back card so I can line things up. My wife feeds the stray cats outside our front porch, and it's always funny to see how her ring cam. Yeah, I had that happen recently. We have a outdoor cat that he's kind of the neighborhood or cul-de-sac neighborhood cat at this point, just because his owner is technically our neighbor behind us, but I don't know what it is. They just won't let him in. But I have a makeshift outdoor box for them for when it gets cold at night that he can go into. And I noticed the ring cam. Usually there's no food left by the time it showed up, but it inspected the food bowl, which there was nothing there, looked at the box, and then walked off. And this was a possum. But yeah, I'm no stranger to the possum. The opossum. I still find it wild that that's the only marsupial that North America has. Oh yeah, and the skunk. Oh god. I hope I never attract a skunk. Those things stink. That and foxes, I don't know what it is, but foxes stink too. You wouldn't think a fox would stink, but they do. They smell kind of like skunks. And I can say that because we have a museum here. It's a wildlife museum featuring Florida wildlife. In the area where the skunk and the fox is, like you go by there and you're like, oh my god, it stinks, and you think, oh, it's a skunk. No, it's the fox. The card piece on the right is amusing on its own. Oh, this one? Yeah, it's just a headless bird. Walking around like a chicken with your head cut off. I will say this was rather fun to do, this particular card. I do wish I had done some things a little differently, but if I ever remake it, I probably will. I think the one thing that's also throwing me is because like it's a different design from like the older Sword and Shield cards. So like certain things that I would have done on Sword and Shield I can't do on here just because that feature's not on these cards anymore. Also because it's a stage 1 Pokemon, there's no extra thing to do on it like I would with the other ones. Your random squawk chest. It's there for a reason, I swear. It's a base. It's just there for a base. Okay, so okay, here comes the tricky part. Nope. Okay. I need to check something here. That's what I thought. Well, okay. Because, like, his little headpiece here is kind of sticking out a little bit. You can see right there. So, I might... Oh, T! Hey, sorry. I am making a 3D Squawkabilly card. And I'm currently trying to keep it in place. And failing. Failing miserably. You know what? You know what? You know what? See, that's not working. I'm going to have to go with plan B here, but I'm also going to do something that might help this. Okay, I have to reattach that. That's fine. Okay. I have to reattach his pompadour. Because I had to fix it. Part of it was... Okay. Fixed it. We fixed it, we fixed it. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. And then I need to grab, I have these foam pieces. That'll help stabilize it while it's on there. Because it didn't want to stay. Okay, I have these double-sided adhesive foam pieces that I can use. And what I'll do is I'll cut small pieces out of it and then stick it on the back there, and that'll help stabilize it. At least it should, theoretically. T, I hope you're still there. I didn't mean to ignore you. This is where the technical stuff comes in. Like, you've seen me make these before, but like, sometimes it just... things like this. Come up occasionally. Where it's just a little trickier than the rest of it. Okay, good. I promise I wasn't ignoring you. Okay. These things come in handy. I remember at one point I was using these exclusively to make the 3D pop on it, but like, I learned that I don't have to all the time. They're great for other parts, for sure. Like this part right here, one for stability, but also like just... it generally looks cool. And one more for over here. Okay. Do, 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 do. No. I don't want that part peeling off. I want this part to peel off because then I can... So this theoretically should work. All right. Wish me luck. Come on. Oh, don't be like that. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. This is where I think maybe super glue might come in handy. Oh no. No. Okay, this is not working how I want it to because now his face fell off. Squawk's giving me a hard time, y'all. See, guys, it doesn't always go to plan. Okay, I'm gonna have to... I could double up on that, I suppose. See, this is tricky, guys. Much difficulty. Wow. All right. Meh. Part of it's because the number of layers I used in between. That's what I'm chalking it up to. Also, I'm taking this opportunity to let his face dry. The whole new term to in your face. I didn't think I'd be on a struggle bus with this tonight. But you know what? It's just content for you guys now. Boo, 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 boo. Ooh, here's a good question. What is everybody's top Christmas wish list, like present that they hope to get? Mine was a new chair, and I got it because my husband got it for me early, or it came in early, and there was no hiding that he got it. So I got a new chair. It's really cute. It's for people who like to sit cross-legged and funky like I do. I can sit normal too, but you know, where's the fun in that? And it's cat-shaped. And by cat-shaped, mean it has a cat face on it, has cat ears on the back of it, and it's adorable, and I love it. I'm also getting a new desk, so this desk that I'm currently on is going to get replaced eventually. Getting some of the old glue off of here to kind of help. This is also why I like Elmer's glue. This part right here, I can easily get it off if I need to. Like, look at that. Look at that. I cleared it. We good? Getting some of the glue off of the back of the squawk. I think we're good now. We do a light cover up here on the top. Fix some of the edges here. Okay. Welcome back, Ann! Red Ryder BB gun. Oh my god. Okay, so, where am I? Ooh, comfy chair. I don't ever know what I want for Christmas, but my hubby always finds something to surprise me with. That's the best part, honestly. Maybe a new pair of Docs. Good shoes. A Red Ryder BB gun. You'll poke your eye out that, kid. Worked on any... Oh, the Lego. Oh yeah, the Legos. Have you had a chance to do the chrysanthemum yet? Alright. Third time's the charm? There we go. I like this. And I think it's going to stay with those 3D pieces, or the foam pieces in the back there, helping support it. So it's not free floating nearly as much. Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. He's on now. He's on, ladies and gentlemen. On like Donkey Kong. All right. A little technical work there to get that working. Such a busy day today, but I'm thinking about getting it started. Like get the base done, and then like that way you feel like accomplished, and then like you can work on the flower later. I found a video where it pointed out like all the different types of Legos they use to create the flowers and stuff. Like apparently the sakura blossoms on one set, not the bouquet set, but on a different set, unless it's the same. They used the frogs, like the Lego frogs, to create the flowers. They're just pink. And then like another one, it's like Lego's pirate hats create the either the petals or the leaves. And again, it's just they're colored to the correct color. Miranda! Hi! It just means you can make cherry blossoms different colored frogs. Yeah, pretty much. But I thought that was hilarious when I found out about that. Okay, come on. Okay, so for the most part, everything here, he's done. I just need to get a little extra paint glue in one area here. Didn't get enough down here, so mind you, I will be squishing this later under some heavy books, so that'll help. But there he is, the 3D Squack. Oh yeah, doing the gray for the shading in the back was such a smart move there. Yeah, I think the black would have been too much. But there he is. Squawking seas, as Spree would say. And like I said, he's going to get squished under some books, which I'm going to do that real quick because I want this to set right. So give me a second, I'll be right back. I'm going to go put this under some heavy books. Alright, he is under heavy books now to be set. Sometimes that's time sensitive, so I have to do that like right away, and this thing right here is not heavy enough for that. Oh my goodness. We did it, y'all. We done did it. I went and done proved myself wrong with a holo card. I think honestly it's the reverse holos. Unless they changed the holo paper they use between Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. I done did it. Ma, I done did it. What was it? Ma, that weird cat's back. Okay, I don't want to get Lucy. Exactly. Lucy, I'm home. I'm art drunk at this point now. Yeah, we're done. I don't know what else to do. How about we pick out the next one for next 3D time? Let me go grab my extras. Cat gave me a challenge mode trainer pose. Cause hands. That hands. We do so love hands. Alright, so from Scarlet and Violet, I don't have enough Ninetales. I don't have enough cadets yet. Or Charcadet. So I can't do that one yet. This is the Chimpao I was wanting to do eventually. I got a few of them, but I need like a few. Again, I like to do between 8 and 10 cards, just so I have enough leeway. I believe in you, Stormy. You can do it. Stormy, if you want to learn a secret that I do, you can trace the hand and then superimpose it on the card, on your art. And then that way you can say you did it. But you didn't hear that from me. And no, and you just sent out the mail today. See, that's how you get me to like buy more stuff so I can have you send me things. Hydrate. Choking. Alright, so Stormy sent me some love discs as well as some Noibat. I'm very tempted to do the Noibat because I have yet to do the Noibat from the Sword and Shield set that I have here. Because there's this. Okay, we'll do the Battle of the Noibat. How about that? You could. True. True. Alright, ladies and gents, we're going to do Battle of the Noibats. I got plenty of each one. Thank you, Stormy, by the way. Alright, do we want to do Scarlet and Violet Noibat, or do we want to do Sword and Shield Noibat? It is. You got our Cityscape Noibat, and then you have our Countryside Noibat. I will say, this one I would do a lot of layerings and texturing with the rocks. This one... This one would be tricky, but it'd be fun. Yeah. Countryside is going to be a banger. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because like it's not a lot there, but at the same time I can do a lot of detailing with the rocks and stuff. Alright, we're going to do Sword and Shield Noibat next time. I think the only thing with this particular Noibat is I don't have a reverse hollow for it. And that is okay. Country boy, I love you. Alright, so we will do Sword and Shield Noibat next time. And I'm gonna have a lot of time this weekend because my parents were supposed to come in this weekend, but like there was a scheduling conflict for my dad and his band. So they're gonna come up, which honestly actually works out. They're going up to North Carolina for Christmas to go see my mom's side of the family. So I think what they're doing is they're driving up from Tampa up to North Florida, obviously through to the Carolinas. So it makes more sense to stop up here and see me and my sister. And then yeah. Which Sword and Shield set? That Noibat is from, I want to say that's Silver Tempest. Let me double check. Give me a second here to get my... Little. I want to say that was Silver Tempest. Oh, excuse me. It's not even that late. It is. It's Silver Tempest. So that's the Noibat from Silver Tempest. Everyone's in agreement. Doing Country Boy. Ooh, and I can make like the trees. Like I can do some textures on the trees here. This one's gonna be cute. I've been wanting to do this one for a while too. I have, as you can see, I have all of this, and then I have some that are kind of like semi-rejected, but semi-would like to do one day type cards. My goodness, I made a mess. Alright, all sharp pointy objects have lids on them. Paintbrushes need to be washed so they're going to stay out. I'm still semi-upset at myself that I managed to make this work. I mean, yay, but at the same time, Let me see what that looks like when I smooth the edges down real quick. Hang on. I could do another Out Creamy if I have enough of them. Just means you need to do a hollow Out Creamy. I know! Like I said, I could do another one. I have done a regular Out Creamy. I think I sent that to Spree and had it used for a Gibby already. I don't remember. I know I said I did. I can check. Alright. Honestly, it's not that bad. I mean, this isn't hollow because of the way it's set up, but like, honestly, the edges aren't nearly as bad as I thought they were gonna be. Gone done. Proved myself wrong. Alright, let me go see if I have the other Out Creamy. Hang on. Okay. I have a lot. I do have it. I still have it. I just saw it. I'll go ahead and show off a lot of the other 3D cards I've made. I'm sure I've shown them off before prior, but like, I'm pretty sure y'all wouldn't mind a show and tell, as it were. Alright, y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Bam, 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 bam. Okay. The way I did this is kind of warped in the middle though. So because I ended up using foam pieces as dividers versus like filler cards. Because I was trying to make it have more depth to it. So here was the other Alcremie I did. Or the first Alcremie. And like I said, I used the foam fillers instead, so... I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, see, it's warping down the middle because it doesn't have that support. So there's that. And then... Y'all want to see my very first 3D card? My very first 3D card ever was a Farfetch'd. Don't know what made me think to do this one, but I did. And you can see I didn't do any shading stuff in the background, so you can kind of see the layers there. And it's thick. He's thick boy. So yeah, this was my first one. And like you can see I didn't paint the edges on the inside, so you can still see like the cuts and everything. I didn't flatten out the edge either, so it was kind of... But yeah, that was my first one. And then this one is a failed one because it didn't... I was trying to experiment. And again, I did foam divide here. Sorry. I did like foam dividing instead of doing like card dividers. Because again, I was trying to go for a depth thing, but I did too much. So I was trying to do this thing with Beldum, and because it's so much layers, you can't hardly see into the background anymore. So like all small details I did in the background, like you can't see it. And the interesting was, the other part I was trying to do was make the rings 3D, so I painted it with 3D, not 3D, glow. And I painted them in glow-in-the-dark paint, but unfortunately the paint didn't adhere very well, and so it doesn't glow as much as I had wanted it to. So... Beldum came out pretty good. Like, the Pokemon himself came out really nice. But everything else, like the background, just did not come together well. I could, if I really, really wanted to, cut into all of this, peel it off carefully, and then do a new background. That would be like a fix-up. I could do that. And like it's starting to peel at the corner here. Tempting. Very tempted to do that. Just cut it all into it and... No, that's a lot. And here's another one. This one didn't turn out as bad. It's not great, but here's a Psyduck I did. Again, foam inserts. This one came out a little bit better. The first one I did this, I clamped it using not paper, I used chip clamps. And so it did indentations all over it from the clamp and messed it up, so I redid it. This one's not terrible, but like... You can see I stopped doing this. This was too much. And then I think y'all saw me do this. Then of course here's the carb ink. This one, sadly, I probably could have done just a few, like 1 or 2 more layers in between of it, and it would have popped a little bit more, but otherwise it wasn't bad. But yeah, this carb ink's not bad. Like the crystals came out really well. I did some UV resin on the crystals there in the windows and the lamp. Again, the only bad thing about this is I should just put a few more layers. Otherwise, it came out pretty well. I'll probably send this along to Spree as well for a giveaway. At least the good thing about it being so thin, though, is I can do this. Jim Bunny, exactly. And then, oh, these were ones that were, these were like my early ones, obviously, and ones that I was like, eh. And then, of course, there's this one. These were ones I just had up on display in my office because I liked the way they came out. So a lot of these are probably going to end up sent out for giveaways. Of course, there's the Ghastly y'all saw me make. I probably could have done a lot more details on this one, honestly, but it's not bad. You can see it's fairly good. I probably could have done 1 or 2 more layers to it. This one was fun. This was me, again, this one doesn't have many layers, and again, I did the foam inserts. And this one was just me messing around. I took sand, actual sand, after sifting it, and then took like a thin layer of glue and did that on there. So that was me just messing around with like real world items on top of like a card to kind of see what would it do. And then this one I think was like my second or third one I ever made. Got pretty decent layering. Used foam inserts for some like 3D components on the Pokemon himself. And this is by Kuramitsu. This is, the edges are fairly jagged still because I didn't press them down, and I was learning also like how to cut still. But this one's just cute. This was one that I did twice. And again, fat boy. I probably could have done less layers. Again, I was trying to like make the background pop, but like honestly, I could have done better. I know the Luxio, despite like the little imperfections, I still love it. Like I feel like it came out pretty well considering it was like my second or third time making a 3D card. And this was the second attempt on this one, and I think I gave up after that because like it still didn't come out how I wanted it to. I'll still probably send this one too. So that's my spree pile right there. This one was fun because this one I put like a lot of like focus and detail into because I was like, okay, how do I make this like really cool? The leaves here are really tricky because it's really thin on certain parts here, but I figured out a way to stabilize it so it came out really well. I kind of wish I'd done a little bit more detailing with like the trees, but I don't think I had that many of this card, so I couldn't do that. So I just did like some texturing on them. Very light texturing. This one came out pretty good. Phalanx here. This one was fun because I was testing, playing around with layers on Pokemon themselves. And so I did this adorable Phalanx by Sao Sao. This one came out pretty well. It's fairly thick. Yeah. That's why I like giving them, because like also like one of the other reasons I like giving them away. Oh, I'm keeping this one. Y'all can't have that one. They just sit in my closet, honestly. So I like the fact that I can give them away. and get them to somebody who's gonna enjoy them for what they are. Because otherwise, like... Like I said, they're just gonna be sitting in my closet not doing anything. The ones I won't sit on are obviously the first few that I showed off, because those are my mess ups. That or I really like them. Like, I really like this one. I do really like this one, but it's only because of the artist. Now this one, I'll probably send this one, but I'm 50-50 because it's like one of the better ones I've ever made. Got some cat hair on it. The Pika. I will say I am biased in picking cards that are by my favorite artists to do. The Berry Pika. You know what? I'm gonna send this one. This one's gonna go too. So, Carbink, Ghastly, my Thick Boy Lampet, Phalanx, and Pikachu are gonna go to Spree along, and then of course the Squawkabilly, that one's his. And then everything else is mine because it's my first attempt cards. The Pika! Will this fit in here? Will it fit? It will fit. Like a... Look at that. I made him fit. Hello, Crazy Knight. Hey, welcome in. I was just showing off my 3D cards that I've made before. Oh, I really hope he likes it. And yeah, of course. No problem, guys. So yeah, these are going to be sent off to Trainer Spree for giveaways and stuff. Just because. I'm trying to think of... Yep, I made these. Trouble. Or not Trouble. Sorry, I saw Trouble and said that. I made these, Night. I made them all by myself. You know what might help if I have them on camera? Camera's way over here. No. But yeah, I made these myself. Some of these are progressed through the years. These I kind of made about roughly the same time span because they're all from the same set. These are from Lost Origin. Yes, these are from Lost Origin. Actually, they're... Okay. I didn't realize this. Guys, these are all from Lost Origin. Yeah, they are fancy. Thank you. So, they might just disappear. I mean, you know what? Once they're in Anne and Spree's hands, it is up to them what they decide to do with these. They can keep them, give them away. It's totally up to them. He does look happy. He's in a playroom. He's got toys to play with. Why wouldn't he be happy? That Pika. That's fair, Anne. That is very fair. He is super cute, to be fair. But yeah. So he's gonna go for giveaway / collections. Along with the Squawkabilly I did earlier. The last remaining Squawkabilly missing the piece of his wing there. I always hold on to like certain pieces in case I need to like cut out something I need extra of, but he's trash now. This is trash. Because this is me testing. Part of me wants to hold on to the Alcremie just in case I have more, but I don't think I'll be doing this anytime soon because we've already decided we're going to do the Noibat one. I did. Okay, I collected a lot of Lost Origin because I think I was trying to get the. Is Lost Origin where the Machamp is in? No, I don't know why I had so much Lost Origin, honestly. Oh, I was trying to get. No, I remember now. I got a lot of Lost Origin because I really wanted a lot of the Trainer Gallery cards. That's what it was. I tried so hard to get a lot of the Astral Radiance too because I really wanted that Machamp for my husband. But dag nabbit, that card was so gosh darn hard to pull, so I just gave up after a while because I was like, I can't financially do this. Me. But apparently just a lot of the cool arts that I really liked were from that one. Is it like a puzzle piece and it'll go right back in? It's like a puzzle piece. It goes right back in. Like it never happened. It never happened. I never cut it. But yeah, okay, so upcoming plans for this coming week, so schedule wise. So we are looking at, let me get a calendar up here so I can figure out what we're doing. PSA 10, exactly. All right, so Wednesday the 11th, we are continuing with Brilliant Diamond. We're going to try and get to Gym 4. And yeah, so Gym 4 is the goal for Wednesday's gaming stream. Next Monday, we will be doing a 3D Noibat from Silver Tempest. So we'll do a 3D version of this. And then, again, continuing on with gaming on Wednesday. And then after that, we're going to be taking a break. A 2-week break, specifically. So I won't be on for 2 weeks. Because the week after next is Christmas week. And then the week after that is my birthday. So. And I will be celebrating both. So for 2 weeks at the end of December, I will not be on. Unless I get the hankering and I say fudge it, I'm just going to do it. Now, that's not to say that cat cam won't be a thing. So whenever the cats decide they want to get cuddly and chill on the bed behind me, I'll do that. Birthday week! Yeah, I managed to get off from the 30th to the 1st. I mean, I had 1st off regardless, but I managed to get off the 30th and 31st, and the 31st is my birthday. Yes. So, it's going to be nice. But yeah. So that's our plan. For the next 2 weeks, it is as scheduled, as planned. So Crafty Monday next Monday, and then the next 2 Wednesdays is Gaming Day. And then after that, 2-week break. Unless I say otherwise. So, but yeah, thank y'all so much for popping in tonight. And Stormy, I know Prince Hal already popped off to go to bed. Trouble T, Crazy Night, thank y'all so much. Did I miss anybody? Miranda, thank y'all. And Patchy. Thank y'all for stopping in. I really appreciate it. We hope to catch y'all on here again. I usually stream, like I said, Monday, Wednesday, 7:30, unless something comes up, and then I'll let you know if the time changes. But yeah, that's the normal schedule. Yeah. And Miranda, Stormy, I will see y'all over on Sprees. I'm assuming tomorrow. And are y'all streaming tomorrow? I totally didn't pay attention to the Spree schedule for upcoming. Okay, yeah. I will see y'all tomorrow then. Y'all have a lovely night. Thank y'all for stopping in again. And as always, y'all, stay nerdy.